Hey everybody, this is Linda. Welcome to Lenny P's Place. Hope everyone is doing well today. I'm back with part 2 of my craft with me, altering a cigar box. And I'll show you that I got it all finished all the way around. And there we go. And the top. And I put the felt on the bottom. And then I think we finished the inside yesterday. So now it's time to decorate. So I'm not going to do much on the inside other than I'm going to put some trim right here. And I think, if I can find it, I think I'm going to use this because I don't want a big trim. I don't want to take up a lot of space on the inside. So I think I'm just going to put this down. I think that'll be good. Just a small one. Let's see, I think I could zoom in just a little. And I also want to apologize for the sound on my, I don't know what happened to it. If you watched, you know that something happened to the sound. I don't know how to edit, or I would have just taken off and put some music on, but I don't know how to do that, so I guess I hope it doesn't do it again. If it does, just turn the sound down, and it's pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing anyway. But I do apologize. And I also noticed that I did get my head in the way. I didn't think I would, but I did. So anyway, I've got my glue gun heating up, and that's what I'm going to use to put this down. Let's see, I better cut this little fuzzy piece off because I don't want that on there. And yeah, I think it goes this way. Okay, so I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start over here on this side because it won't show where I started and stopped. So let's just see if I can get myself situated here. And I'm going to put the glue on the ribbon. And I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. And I'm going to use Little Betty here. I have Big Betty and Little Betty. That's what I call them. And I'm going to just use that to get that down. It's a little awkward, but it works. You can get it. I could put it, it would be easier if I just put it down on the bottom of the box, but I think I have more control if I just do it this way. But, you know, it's really up to you how you want to do it. It works either way. My hands shake a little. They're not what they used to be. To put it that way. And it might not be just exactly as straight as I'd like for it to be, but it works for me. Now you can use glue, just regular glue. You don't have to use hot glue. I just prefer to use it. I'm going to try this time putting it on the box and see how that works. It just depends. It seems to be working pretty good. Maybe I'll do it that way. Let's see. Okay. I'll show you this in a minute if you can't see it. Maybe you can. I guess I probably could come in a little. Let me get this in the corner. The corners are the hardest because you gotta make sure you get it poked all the way into the corner. And then you gotta make sure you keep it level, which is a little difficult, I think. But I guess it works okay. There. Maybe I could come in a little more and see if that helps any. I mean, I know you know how to glue. We all do. I'm not showing you anything you don't already know how to do, but I can show you the way that I do it, which may be the way you do it and may not be. So, okay, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes a little bit of the hot glue to stick this down. And you kind of want it to go on the top and come down just a little on the sides. I don't know if that made any sense. Anyway, I'm getting it down. And then when I'm done, see, I don't want to put a lot of lace on the inside because I'm planning on putting a journal in here. And although it'd make a beautiful box for laces, for some of your special laces or trims or keepsake letters or, you know, just whatever that you have that, you know, will fit. Will look good in here. So to me, this is one of the hardest parts of doing this, is getting the lace straight. And it's not exactly straight, but it's close enough. Once you get stuff in it, you don't see it much anyway. Just have to be careful not to get too much glue. That didn't work out too good. Let me see if I can pull that one up and do it again. I don't like the way that looks. Let me try again. Get it in all the way in the corner as best I can. Still didn't get all the way, but I think it's good enough. No, it really isn't. I don't like it. Oh no, I'm tearing my paper. Oh dear. I'm making a mess now. Should have left it alone. Now I tore a piece of my paper and it's going to show. Wonder if I can put it back. I don't think so. I think it's glued. Oh no. That's not good. Well, let's see if I can patch it a little. Sometimes we have little accidents, don't we? I should have left it alone. If I'd learned to leave well enough alone, this kind of thing wouldn't happen. But my OCD really is a curse. Let's see if I can fix it good enough to where it won't show. There, I think that'll be okay. All right. Okay, let me get this down one more time. Or try, anyway. because I'm really messing up. Give me a minute, girls. Give me a minute. I'll get it going. I promise. I'll get it. Got to get a little glue right there. I'm just going to do this a tiny little bit at a time. Not much at a time. So that I can get that all the way in the corner where it belongs. Okay, that's the best I can do. I can't take it out again because if I do, we already know what's going to happen. I'm going to have a disaster. I already just about had one. Okay, that's going to have to do. Should have left it alone to start with. It would have been much better than it is now. But sometimes we think we can get it just a little bit better, and then it turns out to be even worse than it was to start with. Right? Yep. Anyway, I got that. Maybe I won't make the same mistake on the other side. If I do, at least I learned to leave well enough alone. After all, when you're working with paper, you can just do so much and then it's going to tear up, right? Had I chosen a little bit thicker trim to go here, I probably wouldn't have had so much trouble. But, yeah, it'll be okay. It'll have to be. It will have to be okay. It's been a long time since I've worked with glue and stuff. I used to, with the, like stuff like this, it used to come so easy because I did it all the time. I need another glue stick. But I just haven't did it in such a long time till it doesn't want to work right for me. Tell you, you get out of the habit of doing stuff and it's hard to get back. Or at least for me it is. If that made any sense. Maybe it didn't make any sense. There, that one. That one worked out a little better. Okay, almost finished on the home stretch. If you're still here watching. If you're watching, I would appreciate it if you'd leave me a comment and tell me what you think, because most of the time I see where I get views, but I don't get very many comments. So I don't know if you like it or if you don't, or maybe you just stop by for 30 seconds and don't like what I'm doing and move on. I don't know. So I'd love to know. It's lonely to craft by myself, so even if you don't hang around and watch, at least I feel like I got somebody to talk to while I'm doing this, while I'm working on stuff. Yeah. Okay, on the last little bit here, let me lay it down. I better cut this off before I do that. Get sharper scissors for this. Okay. All right. Put this back away. Get this last little piece glued down. I think it'd stay by itself. It's such a small piece, it doesn't want to move for me. There we go. Okay, there it is. Not perfect, but it's in there and it'll have to do. I struggled with that one for sure. Now, it's time to do the outside. Now what I chose for this, whoops, I better put the top on this before it dries out. I chose this. I don't know where it came from. I'm pretty sure it probably came from the thrift store. But I chose this, and I'm going to put it along the bottom here. And that's all I'm going to put. I thought about using a wider lace, but then I changed my mind. I'm just going to use this. It has a little stain on it right there, but I don't think it's going to matter. So I want to make sure, so I'm going to do this before I start. I want to make sure that I leave this right in the middle like that. I don't want to end up with it like this. So what I'm going to do is go around this way. And then I'll know where to start, because I like to start in the back. So I'm going to cut it about right here, because I want to leave myself just a little bit of space, a little bit extra. And I need to cut this off. And make sure now that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Right there is where I'm supposed to be. So I think I'm good. I hope I'm good. Okay, so let me get you in frame so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start gluing this down. Make sure I've got it where I want it to be. Right there. Okay, now let's hope this works out. So far so good, but that's not saying very much, is it? There we go. There's my little stain, but it's going to have to stay on there. It's old and not new, so. Sorry if I got out of frame. I got you up here kind of close so you could see what I'm doing. I'm just going around. I'm putting the glue on my ribbon, or my trim rather. Look what happened. Oh well, that'll be okay. It looks okay that way. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to, but that's okay. It will be fine. All right. It wasn't what I wanted. But it doesn't look too bad, so it'll be okay. It's still in the middle. It's just not in the middle of what I was planning on being in the middle. But it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't want to cover up all the paper. That's why I chose this. Sometimes it all gets covered up, but I didn't want this to be covered up. And you just want to make sure that you pull it tight. And that's what happened over there. I didn't have it pulled tight enough, and then it didn't end up where I wanted it to. I should have pulled it tighter. But you do have to kind of choose and plan ahead where you want your trims to go so that they end up in the right spot, or close anyway. I need to push this down with a little glue. I need to hold that down. These braids, braided trims, sometimes they're just a little hard to work with. There, that'll be okay, I guess. See, you put your whatever you're finishing off, you finish it off in the back. That way, if it's not exactly, if it doesn't come out exactly right, then you can, it won't show so much because it'll be in the back. Now what I could have done, but I didn't because I didn't think it would make that much of a difference. I could have not glued this and then cut it right where it was coming together, and that way it would have matched up a little better, but I'm okay with where it's at. I'll cut that off. Sorry, my hand got in the way. I still need a little bit more glue right there. Okay. And now I got to make sure that this gets glued down. Oh, where'd Betty go? Betty, 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 Betty. Oh, here you go. Got her. Okay. That's done. Not too bad. Now all of these little things here are sticking up because they probably should have been ironed. So I will just give them a tiny dab of glue and stick them down. There we go. Got any more? A couple over here. Ouch. Ooh. I don't know how much more I'm going to get done before my timer goes off. I set my echo so that I wouldn't be on here too long all at one time. I might just cut this one off and just keep on going because I do want to get this box finished, hopefully today. So, whoops, I got too much glue. Ouch, burned my finger on that one. Whoops. My smoke alarm likes to chirp. Got to get the glue off my fingers. Clean off the bottom of the box. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I need a little glue right here. This is coming up. There we go. Coming up on this side too. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to put some feed on here. I wonder if this side. Nope, that's good. Okay. All right, that's done. Now it's time for the little trim along here, which for this one I'm going to have to start in the front because of my thing here. Most of the time I'll take these off. If they have little screws, I'll take them off first. But this one didn't have screws. It had those little prongs, and it's very hard to get those back in. They don't go back in very easily. So I had a pen. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. So anyway, I had to leave them on there, so I have to work around them. And I decided to leave them gold. I could have painted them white, but I decided that I didn't want to do that. So I didn't. So now what? Oh, I picked this out for... Let me back up a little. I think I'm too close. So I picked this trim here. Let me find the end of it. And I'll show you to go on here. I think that's pretty. So I have to start it here. Now I can just pull that around like that, but I think I'm not sure. I might come back and put a little piece across the top, but we'll decide that. I'll decide on that after I get this down. So that's not even. Let me take a little bit more off of there. My OCD again, messing with things. Yeah, just going to go around just like that. Okay. Let's get this started. I'm going to put it about right there. This is such a tiny little lid until it's got to go pretty much in just the right spot, or it's going to be interfering with closing and opening. So there we go. I'm concentrating on this. Once this is done, it'll be time to do the top. I'll probably stop the video and start again because the top will take a little while to do. And I want to do it all at one time. Now it doesn't matter if that comes over there because it's not going to interfere with the open and closing. So we'll just not worry about that. Okay, almost done. Whoops, be still box. I keep waiting on it to fall over. I'm trying really hard to keep my head out of it this time, so I hope that's working out. It's actually, I'm not paying much attention to my monitor either, and I can see that every once in a while I'm moving my box out of the frame. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I just have a one-track mind. I get busy doing something and I forget to look up. But sometimes you just can't look up. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, so we're going to go here. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll see in a minute. If it does. I'm thinking if I cut these two little things off right here, those two, that I can put this up there. Alexa, stop. Okay, it's going to work out just about the right time. So just let me get this on here and see. If that will work. That's not down all the way, but I need to cut that. I need to cut these two pieces off right here, and then we'll see if it can work. if it doesn't, then I won't worry about it. No, it kind of sticks up just a little, but I'll see what I can do with that. But first I want to finish gluing this down. There. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll cut this off here, and then I'll try to trim this little piece off the bottom. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It might just completely fall apart. If I take that off the bottom, can we stick that in there? Yes, I think I can. So I'm going to try it. If I mess it up, I'm in trouble because it will not come off. You know what? I don't think I'll use any glue. I think I'll use some Fabri-Tac for this little piece. That way I have some time to play around with it and see if it's going to work. So if I stick that there and I put this here, I know you can't see very good. I think it worked. I just have to get that little tiny piece off right there. And one little tiny dab of glue, which I'm just going to use this now. There we go. Okay. And there it is. I think it turned out pretty good. All the way around. Now, when I come back, and because I'm going to keep going, in about a few minutes, I'm going to come back and I'll show you all the stuff that I picked out for the top, and we'll be ready to work on that. I'm not going to cover it all up, but I am going to cover up this section right over here. Okay, so I will say goodbye for now. I hope you'll come back and keep me company while I finish this up, and yeah, so I'll see you in a little bit. Take care. Bye for now.